And we're back, baby.
we're back, man.
We're back again.
Not from a long hiatus, but I feel like that's a common theme in this.
Yeah.
Just know that the Showbiz Babies do not take precedence over anything in our lives. Just we have you not even a back seat, but really kind of in the trunk area of our lives. No, I'm completely kidding.
Well, to be fair to the Showbiz Babies.
Yeah.
We had an episode. It was an hour long. We talked about two things. One of those things is going to be the whole episode today.
Yeah.
And then the next week was like the biggest ice storm in Oklahoma in like 10 years or something.
That was, okay, talking about that really quick. I have never been colder in my life, and I've been to like Crested Butte, Gunnison, and it has been, it's read like 0 degrees there. And the temperature here last week was so cold. Like, it gave me a headache walking outside.
Oh my god, yeah. It was negative, I think the lowest I saw was -9 at one point.
Yeah, the
degrees
wind.
Fahrenheit. Do you know what that is in degrees Celsius? That's like negative like 23
I'm sure
Celsius.
I'm sure it's just
crazy.
I don't know why Celsius is so dramatic.
I don't know. I was talking to some Canadians before about this.
Canadians, yes.
Yeah. Talking about this.
Yeah.
There was a whole just like cultural divide. I was like, oh, it's like -9 degrees. And they're like, that's not that bad. And I'm like, Fahrenheit. And they're like, oh.
They do Celsius?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. They also speak French in half the country.
Is this a thing? Because I really don't know a lot about temperature. Is this a thing where does the entire rest of the world?
I think this is mostly an American thing also. Okay. We use Fahrenheit instead of Celsius. We use feet instead of, meters.
Yeah.
We're wild.
It's another thing that
miles, kilometers.
Right. It's just another thing that, we know about, but we choose to just completely ignore.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, we do that.
That's the American way.
It's the best way.
It's the American way.
And
yeah.
For us.
It's also the Showbiz way. That's Showbiz, baby.
Yeah, this is a movie podcast.
It's a movie podcast about movies and stuff and what we think about them.
Yes.
And we talk shit on celebrities. I feel like that's what we do.
We do that a lot.
It's starting to come up at a surprisingly fair amount, which I like.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah, we were watching the Halle Berry Catwoman scene the other day. It is shocking how nauseous it makes you once you're an adult.
I watched like 10 top 10 lists of the worst scenes in movies. Just in general. That was number 1 on like 5 of them.
It's so bad.
I don't know.
Technically, the acting's rough. Like, why is it happening also?
I just don't know. Like, she's not even acting like a cat.
Well, she does the thing with the basketball.
I don't know,
It's like
man.
a ball of yarn.
It's like, I don't even know what that's supposed to be. It's
I don't know
bad.
either. My cat doesn't do that.
My cat doesn't do that.
Yeah.
My cat plots to decapitate me every morning.
Yeah, just going after you with those claws.
Yeah.
He's an intimidating figure when I visit
You
your
see
home.
my hands and wrists. He's tried. If you didn't know
kind.
me, you'd think I have a problem. But like, he just tries to murder me.
It's
every
a problem
chance I
named
get.
Teddy.
It's a problem named Teddy, of course, and it's awful. But
well, half of that hour-long episode that got completely botched, you can watch it on YouTube with botched audio. We did not upload it for listeners because that would just be painful.
It's just so bad.
So we're doing Stick Up, that Showbiz Baby episode.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's what we're doing here today. So we're going to talk about some things we talked about before, but an extra thing has happened since that episode. The private screening. Not here.
I'm not pregnant. Sorry.
You're not supposed to. You gotta wait.
I gotta wait. Sorry.
At least like the end of the first trimester.
We'll do
or
a gender
something.
reveal thing.
We'll do a gender reveal thing.
We'll light something on fire.
Oh God, I was gonna say we're not gonna set. All right.
Okay. I'll pump the brakes.
Okay.
I'll take it easy.
Yeah, I've seen so much about that California wildfire thing. It's crazy. It's getting started by the.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it like when it happened, but yeah, those people should be. I think they're going to jail.
Good. Really. They did a lot of property damage.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Stick Up. This is not a podcast editing thing. We're not just we're changing gears live. You made a movie. I helped a little bit.
We made a movie.
Helped a little
for
bit.
sure.
The boom guy.
Yeah, yeah. It was crazy. It was
The
crazy.
microphones. You can't hear Garrett when I do that. Let me put that back.
Okay. Cool. Thanks a lot.
I was the boom guy. That's what I'm trying to say.
I give you a shout out. Yeah, and we just had a private screening, basically, which is fun.
It's the first time I got to see the whole thing.
Yeah, it took like.
I was very excited.
It took like a year, I don't know. We started it August 2019, I think, or September 2019. I started writing it.
That's when you started making it. Then there was an Indiegogo for a while.
We fundraised for it. This is the rough timeline for it. We fundraised for it, and then we got crew, and then a lot of crew dropped out, and then we had the COVID pandemic, and yeah, it was nuts. And then we finally just screened it this past weekend. What did you think of the screening? I thought the venue was actually pretty legit.
I was shocked because you kind of go to like a random part of town and you kind of walk in.
Oh, it's in the boonies.
But they have a very nice setup in there. Great speakers, good seats. They have a nice little concession stand and like kind of a little kind of meet and greet area in the front.
Little rodeo cinema.
It's really nice.
Little rodeo cinema action.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told you this. I mean, I probably did. We were hammered on Saturday. But we've seen a lot of movies there before. Not a lot of movies, but we've seen some movies there before. And it's a pretty solid just venue overall. Like, there's like it fits like 150 people or something.
It's a lot of people.
What I didn't know, so when we rented the theater out, the guy told us that the max capacity was like 60, or he said 75. And I was like, okay, well, we have like 140 people,
no.
So maybe we could do like 2 showings or something. And he was like, yeah, that'll probably work. And so we kind of did that. And then when we got there, he was like, he didn't really tell me, but he just like straight up locked the doors when 65 people came in. And I was like,
okay.
Oh, did you lock the doors? And he was like, yeah, we're at capacity, so no one else can come in. And I was like, that was 75. 1, 2, I hope no one else shows up. This is very problematic, but let's roll with it. And I guess no one else did.
Yeah. Well,
so
not
it
that
was
we
fine.
know of. They got turned away at the door.
Not that we know of. But it was, I mean.
But we watched the movie twice.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun.
I was sweating. I wasn't nervous.
You're anxious?
I guess. I just didn't know if people would like it or not.
Yeah,
so like,
anxious.
So when Tori, the main person who was in it, was like, let's watch it again, I was like, I don't know if anyone wants to watch it again. And so like I went out in the lobby and just shotgunned like a Will and Wiley. Like I was just like sweating so bad, so nervous. I mean, like I had no idea, but yeah, I think overall it turned out really well. And yeah, I went to Jones afterwards. That was super fun. Sorry, I just hit the mic, but yeah, no, it was super fun, man.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you wrote it when you were working a pretty dry job, if I remember.
It was like technical writing stuff. Like I had to make I was documenting like how to retrieve court lanes and judgments. I don't even know. I don't know what I did really. I worked there for 5 months and I was like, I really cannot explain like what I do here. Like I don't know my job title. Right. And so
but an integral part of the legal system.
I guess. Well, I don't know. So I had so much downtime like while I was doing that I basically just wrote this script. I met with Tori and was like, should we produce it?
Yeah.
And we kind of got together and got with the director, Chris Oz, and we just started producing it. It took a long time. And it's like you don't realize how like much work goes into it, even for like a short like 11-minute movie. But it was really interesting. I mean, there were like so many nights where I would get off my normal job and then just come home and work on that until like 2 a.m. And I was like, oh man, like I can't, I hope this ends at some point. And like, we had to go out and like find because originally it was set in the 1970s. Right. So we had to go out and like find an old gas station and old cars. And then there was like casting for it and then COVID. So, it was a lot.
It is a lot.
It was a lot, but it was cool.
It's a lot to organize.
No, it was cool though.
But it panned out at the end.
Only
awesome
only because of people like you
who was ready to boom operate.
I cannot believe you did that. Give everyone just like a glimpse into the life of like a boom operator really quick and how sore your arms were when like you woke up like after like the 3rd day or something.
So let's see. We would be filming from like 9 to what, like 5 a.m.?
Yeah.
4 a.m.?
Yeah.
So that's pretty long.
How long was like your sleeping schedule messed up after that? Or was it? Mine
It was messed up for like a full week. This was when I was in school still. So I generally stayed up late and Lindsay was working night shifts. So that was normal for her. So it was probably less bad for me than some people. My sleep schedule was fucked for like a full week.
Yeah, dude.
But doing it for that long starts to get really tiring. You start to have to try to do certain tricks, like bounce it on your head or bounce it like over the back of your shoulders or something, just so you're not dying because you're doing it for literal hours.
Yeah.
I woke up one night. It might have been the second night. I guess I shouldn't call it night. I woke up one evening because we were sleeping and then getting up at like 5 and going.
Yeah.
And I woke up in the middle of the night. My body was in so much pain. I was just popping Advil. My body had never had to do this for, 16 hours at that point. Just straight holding up a big heavy stick.
Yeah.
So that was kind of weird. But it wasn't so bad. Once you kind of get in the groove, you just quietly, I had headphones on, standing there.
Yeah.
And I just sort of position. Like the camera would get in real close, then I just kind of leaned down. It's a lot of just watching and sort of reacting slowly.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it was fun. It was fun being a boom operator. I liked getting to be so close to all of the action, literally. I was running down some aisles when everyone was popping off guns and shit.
It was crazy,
It's so weird to see a scene from this that I will spoil a little bit, where there's a little bit of a gunfight.
Yeah.
Sorry to spoil that.
No, yeah.
But you guys are running along firing these guns.
Yeah.
And I'm just like really low, like just running along in front of LaRon, I think it was, just with the little boom holding it there, shuffling.
God.
So it was fun.
It is really weird to like actually like watch it kind of finalized and made. Like I kind of forgot I was in it. But like while we were screen testing it, I was like, "Oh yeah, this looks good." And then I popped out and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm in this. I gotta show this to everyone."
Oh.
Shit. All right. I think it's gonna be fine. I think.
It was good. You were great.
Yeah. No, dude. No.
And the cast in general was not cast. I guess the cast and crew in general was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
You had O'Banion as your medical person. She worked on Inception.
Oh, she saved. Yeah.
Borland had just done Tiger King, which aired like right at the beginning of quarantine, and this was only a couple months after.
Which is nuts. Yeah, I don't know how. Like we got them out of random. Like our sound guy dropped out while we were getting our COVID tests a week out, and he was just like, "Yeah, like I found a better paying gig, so fuck you guys." So I can't really remember. I wish I did remember his name because I don't want to say it. The guy like totally fucking dicked us. But Chris Borland, who had just done Tiger King, and I mean he's super busy. He's a great sound guy. He like literally hopped on when we texted him and was just like, yeah, like here's my fee and this is cool. I'll just show up, and literally just showed up and did his thing. Like,
oh yeah, so nice. Kidded me up, told me how to be a boom operator, and it was when I say that, he really was just like, get as close as you can without getting in a shot. And I was like, that is some vague ass instructions.
It was hilarious. Like I met him on the first day of shooting. Mm-hmm. And Chris was like, "Hey, what's up, Borland?" I was like, "Hey, my name's Garrett. How are you?" And I was like, "I don't know what you need from me." And he was like, "I'm just gonna go find a spot." And he literally just sat
in the back,
sat next to
the boiled nuts,
next to a barrel of boiled nuts.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, you can't get any better.
I wanted to steal. They had the device to make boiled nuts.
I don't even know what the fuck boiled nuts are.
It looked like a little carnival machine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You should have stolen it.
I should have stolen
it. It would be a nice addition in here.
Kind of like
great. A little keepsake.
It would be a good little decoration.
Lindsay, like you're in bed one night, you want some boiled nuts? She's like, what? What's happening? What are you saying?
You into this time?
Yeah, what are you saying? I don't like this. Please stop. Please stop.
But it was a really fun time.
It was great.
If you are watching on YouTube, you will see that there is a brief slideshow running alongside us.
Yeah.
It's got some good pictures. Great headshot of Garrett and his full getup, which you were running around the set, talking in your kind of little high pitched country accent.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Because you didn't want to lose it.
Right? Yeah. Like, it was really weird. I was doing like production stuff up until like 30 minutes before we shot, and it was just like our first AD came over to me and was like, "Hey, you kind of need to like go get ready." And I'm like, "No, I'm ready. Everyone's ready. Like, this is great. And they're like, "No, you need to settle down and like get into character." And I was like, "Oh shit, maybe you're right." And I was like, "I'll go change." And so I was like, yeah, I gotta go learn my fucking lines. And so I went over to the corner and was just like running lines to LaRon and stuff. And I went to like shave a slit in my eyebrow, and I was like, okay, I brought the makeup girl over and was like, I don't know, I'm really building my character right now, so you really gotta help me. You really gotta jump in right now. And I was like, I want him to have a scar in his eyebrow. Can you do something to help me with that? And she said like, yeah, take this and we'll put something on it. And she did it, and it looked okay from a distance. And she did a great job, right. Obviously. But I was like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do it myself. Like, give me like some buzzers or whatever, and just kind of shave the slit in my eyebrow. Like,
it looked good.
I appreciate it. I cut my eyelid doing it.
Oh,
it was like,
I remember you cut yourself shaving, and also one day.
I don't know what the fuck is up with me and just shaving,
botching it
left and right. Yeah, it's
to be fair, if it hadn't been in the middle of shooting. You know what I mean? It kind of would have looked.
It would have looked fine.
Good. It would look good. If you just had it the whole time.
I wish it had happened like the first day, so I could have worn like a Band-Aid or something.
Yes, and the whole time.
So I was like, that is super cool.
Yeah,
I want to do that. Yeah. But yeah, and
like it's like how'd you make this character choice? You go, well, I cut myself shaving in real life. So I thought, what if my character cut himself shaving?
Yeah, it's like, oh, that could happen. That could definitely happen. Yeah, so
that was cool. That was fun.
Yeah, that was super fun.
Yeah, and the other leads in this were Tori, right, and LeBron.
Yeah,
they were both pretty good.
I still can't believe to this day that LeBron flew out from Atlanta.
Yeah.
I don't know
to stay
why or how.
4 nights in a row.
Stay 4 nights in a row. We I was talking to Chris Oz, and I was just like, yeah, what did you say to get him to come here? And he was like, man, it's like, I'm offering you some money during a pandemic to come do what you love. Like, just come out here. And so, yeah, he totally just booked a flight, and it was super awesome. I called him because obviously he was in Atlanta, like, right before we were going to the premiere. Mm-hmm. I just, like, had to give him a call and was like, buddy, I know you're, like, you can't make it right now, but I love you so much, man. Like, you're such a great guy. And he was like, oh, bro, I love you too. When you called me, like, I thought I was in trouble or something. Like, I was like, no, what? No, I was...
he was so great on set. He's super funny in the short film.
Yeah,
he was so polite to me and so nice to me. I'm like, dude, I'm the boom operator. I'm like, you are an actor in this thing.
Yeah.
You do not need to be so polite. He called me sir once. I'm like, dude.
Could you, sir?
I think so. I remember being kind of like, I'm the boom guy.
Yeah,
so nice.
That's so hilarious.
I appreciate it. On one hand, I'm like, stop calling me, being so nice to me.
Yeah.
But I was not like in a bad way.
Yeah.
But then I was also like, it's nice how nice he is.
I also liked how, like, everyone was very young on set. Like, I mean, obviously there were, like, some older people and, like, a lot of, like, adults. But for the majority, like, it was a much younger cast and crew.
It felt like O'Banion was, like, our camp counselor.
Yes, it felt like...
And we were... Because this was in the middle of summer, and it's very hot outside. And so she's running around, she's like, drink water, do this, don't be outside too long. You're going to have to cycle people in and out.
Yeah.
Very hot, very sweaty. And because I was, like...
essentially very hot, very sweaty.
Because I was like doing something physically engaging, I was wearing like a t-shirt and shorts and tennis shoes every single day. And so like between like that and the weather, and it was cold in there, like ice cold inside.
Forgot it was raining.
And it was like raining and hot outside. And like O'Banion being like a camp counselor, I felt like I was at camp. Like the whole experience when the 4 days was over felt like you had just gone camping, like weird hours, physically tiring, hot and sweaty.
Did I ever tell you about the squib guy and him buying condoms?
No.
Did I never tell you this?
Not this thing. No.
So I had just met him, and this kid's name's Conley, and he comes to set. I just met him on set, but I've been talking to him for months. And I had previously met him on another set with the guy who plays the Flash in the Justice League.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
So I was an extra in one of his movies, and it was filming like at a high school in Guthrie. And really weird plot. I really don't know what it was about. I'm pretty sure I played a white supremacist in it. I'm a supremacist. I really hope it doesn't come out. Like, I was thinking, like, man, this is a bad look if I'm in this.
Yeah, and you can't put that on any of your tapes or your reels.
Yikes! Like, this is not great. So
you're gonna become typecast.
I am.
Got your head shaved a little bit already.
I know a perfect. Yeah, I'm hiding that shit. They're like, yeah, I know a perfect guy to play a white supremacist. Oh, perfect. But so I met him because he had to the script guy had to put together like a bomb, like a little smoke bomb, and the scene was like someone rolls it down the aisle of this high school and locks this big crowd of like kind of dudes in there, and what's it called when you can't have kids anymore? Not
sterile.
Sterilized everyone in there.
Whoa.
Yeah. The Conley guy was like, "Hey man, like this bomb is gonna go under this table. You have to put gel around this table or else it'll explode. Like it'll catch fire." And the director's like, "We don't have fucking time for that. Let's just fucking roll it." And so the person kicked the bomb down the center of the aisle. It went off and smoke went everywhere. And then the scene was that like all the dudes got up and ran toward the door and were like trying to get out, and there were like all these like stunts, like people were throwing haymakers, like people were getting stampeded. It was nuts. And we got out and we were trying to get out, and then someone yelled, "There's a fucking fire!" I turned around, the entire stage is almost up in flames. So we literally, it wasn't acting anymore. It was not even acting anymore. So we had to run for the hills, bro.
My God.
We ran out, almost burned the entire high school down.
Yeah.
So I met him this way, and I was like, "Yeah, didn't you almost burn down a school?" And he was like, he told me this, like, nah, that's not me. My work's pretty professional. That was the director that caused that. And I'm like, "Sounds good to me. We're desperate." So
I had him strap a little bomb to someone's chest.
An explosive to Daryl's chest, and it was not good.
Another interesting thing about being the boom operator, everyone was very concerned about this bomb strapped to this guy's chest. Everyone backs up. They put up dividers. They had plexiglass things to watch this.
Daryl thought he was gonna die.
He thought he was gonna die, and I was standing next. I'm the only person. It's just this whole like barricade, and I'm in there next to him. I'm like, if this man dies next to me, I'm gonna be.
Am I liable?
I'm never gonna boom operate again. Yeah. What have I done? So that was a little bit like, I was like, that's gonna be fine.
But while he was making that bomb that was strapped to Daryl, sounds really bad. I know it looks bad. It wasn't really a bomb.
It's a controlled stunt bomb.
Controlled demolition type of deal. He went to the cash register and was buying shit. And I walked past him, and he was, like, getting, like, Magnum condoms. And I was like, bro, what?
For his Magnum dong.
Sorry, I dropped my wad of hundreds.
It's like, Always Sunny reference for anyone who hasn't seen it.
It's like, what's happening? So yeah, I was like, Conley, why are you buying extra large Magnum condoms? And he was like, I gotta make my squib. And I was like, okay. So he would fill the blood up in these condoms, and that's what would explode. But literally all like the condoms that he bought were like extra strength. So that's why they weren't exploding. Like, I was like, why didn't you buy, like, ultra-thin condoms that just, like, boom, you know? So, yeah, it was a complete disaster. I felt really bad. We didn't use any of his stuff in, like, the actual movie.
Well,
anyway.
it ended up looking good.
Yeah.
I mean,
I appreciate
you had it just
it.
to be safe.
Yeah. I'm just glad we got it done, obviously. Yeah. Everyone was so awesome.
So were a lot of the people that you got to be in the cast and crew Oklahomans? Was this kind of a lot of Oklahoma indie filming making, or did you bring some people in?
The only person that did not live here was LaRon, but he was from here. So
this is an Oklahoma movie.
Yeah, for sure,
awesome.
For sure. Like, yeah, I don't think we brought in anyone that we didn't have to, but yeah, it was primarily and only like people from Oklahoma. Yeah, and I think LeBron went to like PC North or something. But he moved to Atlanta because, I mean, he's a great actor and he's getting all these gigs. Yeah. So, yeah.
Is that where Tyler Perry's like huge new studio?
Tyler Perry! Yeah, Tyler Perry Studios.
Didn't he open up like... I've heard it's ginormous. Like there's like just multiple studios essentially.
I didn't know Tyler Perry balls out so hard. Like, I saw a picture of his studio and it is massive. Yeah. Like, it's legitimately mass. I think it has, like, I don't want to say a number. I'll just say like 10 sound stages, but it's incredible.
I've heard that like they were making My Name is Dolomite, or Dolomite is My Name, at the same time as something else. Like people would run into each other.
Yeah, they'd be like,
because they're all out here making these projects that are all either people are just using it or it's all organized by Tyler Perry. But
it's awesome. Yeah. It's insane, man. Yeah,
it's really cool. But yeah, that's like out in Atlanta. So like good little. And then Oklahoma actually has the foundlings of a movie industry.
Yes.
Like, an old convention center is getting converted to a soundstage for a few years.
Yeah. Right? Right now they're shooting a movie. Do you know who, oh God, what's his name? Not Zachary Quinto, but I don't know. Goes to Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Quaid?
Dennis Quaid's actually back in Oklahoma City.
Oh, dang.
In this movie, yeah.
Okay.
But it's, Zachary Levi. He was like the main guy in Shazam.
Oh, him! I know him. Yeah, I like Shazam. That's
fun. I never saw it, but
it's just fun.
I know he blew gum on the poster. That was the closest I got to seeing the movie. The poster. I was like, yeah, that's the guy. But they're doing like a Kurt Warner biopic.
Cool. Biopic.
Is that how you say that word?
I think it's a biopic.
Is that how you say that word?
I could be wrong. Is it a biopic?
Biopic. Because I used to say a third really wrong word.
What did you say?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, God.
I do that with a lot of words, though. Like,
biopic?
Yeah.
Biopic.
Tupac. But, yeah, no, they're like, there's so many words that I'm like, like what? Like, whatsoever?
Whatsoever?
Whatsoever. But I was saying whatsoever.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Everyone has those. It's hard to pick like one off the top of my brain right now because you kind of forget them.
I know.
But like there have been so many times like that happens and you just have the phrase a little bit off.
Yeah.
But you don't even know it, and then you go, that makes sense because what I was saying, if you think about it logically, makes no sense.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But
it's nuts.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I had a few more things written down here. What were some like surprises / challenges when you were filming?
Squibs.
We talked about the squibs.
There's a challenge.
Yes.
I think Chris did a lot of takes, which I'm really happy he did because we got like a lot of options. And I mean, he's like a director editor, so he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do like more takes on this." So I have
if you're
more
a director
options.
Editor, you want more to work with.
Yeah, no,
You know what I mean?
And I think that's, I don't know, I haven't really talked to him about it, but I think that's kind of what he was going for. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't realize, I think like it was on the last day, I was like, man, we still have like over half this movie to shoot. I don't know how we're going to do this. And so I looked, he was doing this one scene that it was shooting Tori, when she, I won't say anything.
Don't spoil too much.
Yeah, but where she does something, and it's sort of like the final shots. And I was like, hey, Chris, like, you still have to like film me dying. Like, you have my whole dying scene that we have to film. We have 40 minutes left in this location.
Garrett just goes, I don't want to spoil anything. You have to film me dying.
Yeah, no, but of course I don't die in the movie. Of course I don't die. But yeah, you have to film me on the ground, And he was like, yeah, we'll get to it. And so like, the last 30 minutes of filming were just me on the ground, like just improvising the wildest shit I could think of.
It was fun.
Yeah,
it was like a fun end to it too.
It was, you and
LaRon just like shooting the shit.
Yeah, man. Oh
awesome.
My god. Yeah, no, that was
really fun.
That was a blast, man. What was your favorite part of it? What was your favorite part, or least favorite part?
Literally, favorite part was just being close to all of the scenes.
Oh yeah.
I literally would be standing 2 feet from people while they were like in character giving their lines and stuff. That was really fun for me, honestly.
And that's another thing. My mom and dad, when they saw, they were like, "Oh, we didn't really." It's really cool because, we walked in on set one day. There's like 30, 40 people in this one gas station, but they make it look completely empty. Like, no one's in there. And I'm like, everyone's just hiding behind shelves.
Yeah, every time they turn the camera, everyone moves.
Everyone just shifts. Shift. Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be fun running down, like, the aisles of the gas station.
Yeah,
I'm, like, crouched, like, doing this, and other people are moving around. I'm, like, have a microphone in my hand, like, scurrying around on the ground.
Yeah.
Because most of the time the booming was like, up above it, but every now and then I'd have to like get down behind some shelves and just hold it like this.
Yeah.
And it was funny to me being right next to you or Tori or LaRon.
Yeah.
There was one scene where where Tori's like in character doing her thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like down here
Yes.
looking up at her like a baby bird with a microphone just like as close to her face as I can get it.
Yeah.
And that's just like comical to me that like, you see it and it's just that, but like if you zoom out, there's just like a guy on the ground. Oh, there goes my phone. It's a guy on the ground like holding a microphone up to her face.
Yeah, that's so funny. I think that one of the biggest things that like I learned from everything was just like you like on a movie set or like when you're trying to make a movie, you just have to think like what can go wrong like fucking will go wrong. I think everything that could possibly go wrong on this movie, which was like our motto. Like at the very end, like Chris was like, man, I don't even know if the screening is gonna fucking work out. Like, what if it gets struck by lightning? Like, what if it like all this stuff? And I was like, it may. It very well.
And the screening was happening on Friday, the week after like kind of the ice storm,
like a century hit, like a historic ice storm. Yeah,
insane ice storm.
Almost
pipes were freezing.
Almost broke your pipes, bro. Almost burst your pipes.
The heater went out. House dropped to 56 degrees in like 3 hours. And we were just like, oh, it's negative outside.
Oh, the worst part of the ice storm, and I know a lot more people still have it worse, like in Texas and shit.
Right.
But I woke up and we didn't have. I mean, our power went out for like an hour because they were doing rolling blackouts.
Yeah.
And I went to like the shower to take a shower, and I'm like, it's not getting warm. Oh no! And so I just stuck my head in and like just did put some shampoo in it really quick and rinsed it. When I took it out, like parts of my hair were frozen. Like literally, like in 5 minutes, my hair like froze together, and I was like, okay, it's fine.
You don't need mousse.
Hey, baby, it's all gravy, baby. At that point, you just kind of go like that, and yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
So what's next for Stick Up in the cycle of its life?
Yeah, just getting it into festivals, which is like a really interesting process.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be really hard, but it's really easy.
Oh, okay.
It's basically the easiest.
Just insulting all these other people who are getting rejected. You go,
no.
Really easy.
No,
Our
not,
movie's been accepted. No, I know. But
yeah. Like, not getting in, but just like, like submitting.
Apply.
Yeah, submitting is super easy. Like, basically all we had to do was create like a little account, and you just kind of pick and choose which festival you want to submit to and add it to your card.
All?
Yeah, literally. And it's just like, okay, here's your total, like whatever. These are your submission fees, and that's it. And it tells you
super cool.
Yeah, it's super easy.
Yeah.
And you just have to add like
you
a
hope
bunch
that
of,
you get in, and then you
man,
go and watch it and see how it does. And that's awesome.
We've submitted to like 6 so far. Mm-hmm. So I think we submitted to Toronto International Film Festival, Dallas International Film Festival, Austin Film Festival, Dead Center, which is here. Mm-hmm. But they're all virtual, so it's just kind of like, right. It's like there's a lot of pros and cons.
We're getting closer, right? Like vaccine rollouts, moving along.
I think it'll be
by like the end of summer. We might start being normal-ish. I don't want to jinx that. Knock on wood, but
I think it'll be like probably the end of this year when you see in-person festivals again.
That's probably a good point.
Yeah, maybe like
because even once people like know people are vaccinated, it's gonna be hard to be the first person to be like, we're balling out, get everyone in here. Like, it's hard to be the first person.
Pack this motherfucker to the brim.
We vaccinated.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's gonna be hard to be the first people to do that. It's gonna be a slow adoption back to normal life.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I want life normal again.
Oh my god.
It's hard to remember life before all this.
That's what I was saying. Like, we have not been to like kind of like a crowded bar or like a crowded like concert in so long. I wish in like the end of 2019 or like the beginning of 2020, someone would have come and just told us like, hey, shit's about to hit the fan. Go to a bar every weekend. Yeah. Like, go to a concert. You gotta live this shit up because it's gonna be nothing for like the foreseeable future. Yeah,
for like almost 2 years.
I wish.
It's crazy.
I really want to buy tickets to that Wayne Coyne concert.
I don't know that band.
The Flaming Lips bubble.
I heard about that and then went, I'm gonna go buy it, and then just immediately after I heard about it, it was sold out.
I think it's worth. I mean, tickets are expensive. I think it's like $400 a pop. But
well, do I want a soundboard or to go to a concert?
Get my concert titties sucked. I might. I mean, it's so because I know you get in the bubble and you have different signs, like physical signs that you hold up. One's like, I need air, and like they pump oxygen into your bubble, and then you have
someone's gonna suffocate.
I know. And Jesus Christ. And then you have a little speaker in there, and then one sign says like, I need to piss. And they come and like get you out of there somehow. Like it's a whole process.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
sounds interesting though.
It sounds very interesting. I really want to buy tickets, but I just don't know physically how. Like there's no opportunity.
Right, they're $400, and where do you find them?
Right. I don't know.
That's tough.
Probably like scalpers.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Let me know if you find a bunch. We'll see what I decide.
Yeah.
I want a soundboard for the pod, maybe, but also,
Yeah, flaming lips. I just don't like. Do you run into people? Like, is it kind of like that? Like a what was that one game? Like it's
Bubble Boy with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, it's like a Bubble Boy, like a wipeout situation. I feel like they would put you in a ball and you have to battle each other.
Who wants to be at the front? The strongest may survive.
Yeah.
Someone trying to hold up like the I need air sign.
Yeah,
Other people are boxing them out. Like,
but yeah, I don't know. We should go though. We should try to get tickets.
Kind of cool.
It sounds pretty dope. Cool. It sounds pretty dope. Anyway.
Okay, last thing.
Yes.
What's next for pre-productions?
Yeah. Right now, I mean, definitely marketing this, getting it into festivals, and then just like moving on to the next thing. And I finished like my next script. I think it's pretty bad right now. Like I read it, was like, shit. Like it's pretty rough. But yeah, it's like I don't know. I just have to figure it out. It's like double the length of Stick Up, and yeah, it's
cool.
Yeah, I don't think it's not.
I can hold the boom for 8 days.
Yeah, it's not necessarily bigger. It's just like a lot more dialogue.
Yeah,
it's like a lot more like talk it.
Channeling your inner Quentin Tarantino.
I don't know, man. Yeah, something like that. And then yeah, just writing as much as I can. Mm-hmm. I thought of like a really funny idea where actually, when I went to get my haircut and the guy shaved the side of my head accidentally, I don't know. I was talking about that new documentary on Netflix about the Cecil Hotel thing, and we were really getting into that. And just like, for everyone that's listening, I've already told Jack this like 1,000 times. But yeah, the guy like pulled back my hair and was like, oh my God, what is that? And I was like, am I going bald? Why is there a bald spot? And he was like, I fucked up. And that's like never something you want to hear from like a barber. You know?
Yeah. They're just the worst. You can't see what's happening.
I done fucked up.
Like, this is rough.
Yeah.
And then he give you a free haircut.
If you're watching on YouTube, like you can kind of see it. Like he shaved the side of my head.
That looks like the shaved.
Look at that.
Emo kid flop top kind of thing.
Yeah, it's not like that on the other side. I look like a Peaky Blinder. I look like Skrillex. God damn it.
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ.
Well, this was our Stick Up special, I guess.
Yes.
We're going to have another episode in the near future.
Yeah,
That's going to be Golden Globe nominations.
Yes.
Again, because that was part of the botched thing.
Maybe even Oscar. I'm going to look up when Oscar nominations come out really quick.
That's usually at the end of award season. Not the nominations.
I don't even know when the Golden Globes are.
They're the beginning of the award season. I know that. Globes. I know that Golden Globes kind of start award season and Oscars kind of end it.
Golden Globes are this Sunday.
What?
Oh shit!
Oh my God! So this is the start of award season.
So we need to do a Golden Globes special next week or something.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to talk about not just we can talk about what we thought of the nominations.
Yes.
And then
first of all, fuck really quick. Fuck Jared Leto. Fuck James Corden.
Okay. I defended Jared Leto last time, but now I'm seeing the Zack Snyder cut stuff, and I'm questioning my decision.
Get a load of this, society.
But yeah, Prom getting nominated is crazy.
It is nuts,
The movie was not worthy of awards. Like, good, heartwarming kind of plot, and it's not bad, and it's got good presentation, but awards? I don't know.
Bro. I'm predicting, like, Meryl Streep could cut a wet fart on screen for 90 minutes, and she would win an Oscar. Like, they will nominate her in any category.
They'd just be like, do you know how hard it is to fart for 90 minutes?
Honestly,
good God.
I feel like
this is insane acting.
Give the woman an Oscar. She's incredible. Oh my God. I can't even cut a fart that long.
Yeah. And then WandaVision's also going to end in, actually, say Wednesday? Yeah, so just like tomorrow night.
We should do an episode on me guessing what WandaVision is about.
That would be excellent. That would be great.
I bet, because I know there's a red man in it.
Oh no!
And then Mary-Kate in it. Are Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen in it?
Just the other sister.
So they're not in it.
No.
So it's like
not to my knowledge.
It's a Full House with a Red Man situation.
It is playing on sitcoms, which is interesting actually when you say it like that, because Olsen probably saw the sitcom stuff with like her sisters being.
She had to be in Full House at least a couple episodes. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't actually know.
Well, good for her now.
Yeah.
She's showing them.
Yeah. They're doing, I don't know.
What are they doing? They're
fashion stuff? I have no idea. Yeah.
Anyway.
Something like that.
But yeah, no, like some WandaVision stuff. We'll get back into some top fives and some movie reviews and Oscar stuff once that gets closer.
Hopefully Bomb Black's out again this year. We need that. That was the last good thing to fucking happen, I swear.
Yeah. Yeah, Oscars were like right before the pandemic.
It was a year ago, bro.
Yeah.
It was a year ago, like last Sunday.
That's crazy.
Yikes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
but I love you so much.
Love you so much.
You look incredible, by the way. I love that you don't have a Skrillex haircut.
I love that people could see us. You love that I have a Skrillex.
No, that I
don't have a Skrillex haircut.
Yeah, dude, look at this. Peaky Blinders. I look like a
Garrett, I love that you have the Skrillex haircut.
I didn't ask for this.
I really like.
I didn't want to pay for this.
I liked Skrillex at one point in my life. I think edgy middle schooler maybe.
I didn't want to pay for a Skrillex haircut.
It's beautiful. You shouldn't have paid for it though. That was a mistake.
No, he actually. I love him so much. I gave him a great tip too.
All right.
Anyway, that's showbiz, baby.
That's showbiz, baby. Thank you guys.